Hi, question for your YouTube show. I have learned all about uncovering the love within and feel that oneness with all that is. This life is indeed a dream or illusion, as A Course in Miracles states. I feel this bliss, but why do I get triggered again and again? How can I transcend this? And the first response that comes to mind, one program at a time. What do I mean by program? I think you know what I mean. It is as soon as you transcend one thing and you feel like, oh, I broke through that and I'm feeling good about that. I'm not fearing that, or I'm not feeling shame about that. Then something else comes in, right? It's like, or something comes back to test us and we're like, dang it, I thought I worked through that. Well, you probably did. But then you've got to face it again, because the universe likes to give us these little, I call them like a little initiations, because they're just saying, like, show us that you're ready to go to the next level. And honestly, until we're Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Jesus, whoever you see as an enlightened master, the Dalai Lama, until you've reached sort of that level, and even those individuals have growth. Until you've reached that, you're going to be calling in over and over and over again examples from people, places, and things that will give you greater lessons of an expansion of consciousness. And so the wobble is always going to be there. The triggers are always going to be there. It's always about how, and don't hang on the word quickly, but how quickly can we get back to a blissfully neutral state? So we achieve this, yes, I get it. I guess I know how the universe works. Like, I get that it's all an illusion. I get that we're living in an altered reality. All of that. And then boom, like something happens that's, you can't ignore it because it's right here. It's like, it's happening. I'm feeling it. And those are the triggers or life experiences that give us the biggest growth. And so it's always about growth. And I know you know that. Sometimes it just helps to be reminded that we are really transcending program after program after program, but it's our programs, right? So it's like, what happened to me in my life, and my trauma, big T, little t trauma? What happened in my ancestry? So what is it that's happening to me in my ancestral lineage that's coming forward for observation in the subconscious mind? And I'm speaking to people who are really on the awakening journey. Like, these are the things that we're working through. And if you get through those, then you've still got the entire collective conscious and the mind that's out there, the collective mind. We think we're individuals. We think we're so separated, but we're not. We're not. The minute you think one thing and you're clear on it, you're going to get someone from your community challenging you unknowingly, oftentimes, right? To see how are you responding. So coming back to that blissfully neutral state is really the key. And so until we get really good at flexing that muscle, and it's practice, just like you can't go to the gym and like get every muscle big and bulky. You got to keep going over and over and over again. And so that's why we keep going over and over and over again. And I think we're sort of trained in our brain to think that, if I've done the work, then I should not have to do that again. It's like, or I should not have a feeling about that. And it's like, no, we're human because we're here to have the feelings. And again, having feelings is so important, because then we know we're not numb. We know what we're experiencing and feeling, so we can just allow it and let it go. And that is really the practice, is actually feeling it and letting it go. And then we get back to that blissfully neutral state with less drama. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. If you want to hear more, please put it in the questions or in the comments, and I'm happy to elaborate. I so appreciate you joining the show. I would love for you to go to bethbell.me, because there are so many resources for you there. There's everything from the psychedelic resource guide, the herpes handbook, the awakening and healing handbook. There's the angels, herpes, and psychedelics book, of course. So much more on there. So bethbell.me, check it out. I look forward to seeing you next week, Sunday, 11 a.m. on Pacific time, here on the YouTube channel at Beth Bell Live. So wishing you much bliss and love on life's journey, and see you next week.